We start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis, since the price was exactly within this move, we mentioned if you want to look for trade, we need to have get the proper trade set up. Because we mentioned we need to get a bigger correction because of the possibility that the price can drop. This is what we get. And now once again, we look for correction to look for buy. Okay. And again, even if you refer to our analysis, since the price was, at the top, we mentioned anyone who get the trade within this move, you have to at least book some profits because we have been looking for buy since the price was within this. Now, we want to see whether this is a correction for continuation or it can turn to more complex correction. But as we can see, we get the sharp move and this is a correction. We want to see whether we can trade this. Okay, in this case, we move to daily chart. As we can see, based on daily chart, the price broke the previous top. And what we want to see whether there is a correct continuation or not, but the indicator is showing us a divergence. By the way, we don't need to rely on the indicators because of the divergence we know the divergence mostly can tell us that maybe we can expect for the reversal or the price can move for bigger correction. The only thing is, since we have a divergence, if we want to look for trade from now, we need to wait for the correction. That means we should get the trade set up. And if we move to forward chart, this is what we're looking for. We want to see how complex and how deep this one can be before we take the trade. But if we get any trade set up, we take it when we start to manage. But we cannot jump into the trade simply without giving if we don't have any trade set up because the price is almost at the top. We don't want to buy at the top, then it turns for more complex correction because even if you refer to here, after we get this sharp move, the prices start to correct, then we see this down move. May this one repeat here, even may we can look for this again. I don't mean the price is going to drop. The only things that I want to say, if we want to look for trade here, we need to have a proper management, proper trade setup. We cannot simply buy, may we get this possibility. Okay, we need to be aware of this. And in this case, we move to 1 hour chart. As we can see, based on 1 hour chart, we had this sharp move and correction. If we get any trade setup from here, we can look for buy. With the breakout of this top, we start to manage it. And if this one start to correct and drop, and when if the price retests this low, then we look at this entire structure because right now we can put this one in relative to this, but if they retest this low, we cannot. By the way, we're looking to see if we get any buy from here with the breakout of this top, we start to manage it. Okay, why breakout of this top? Because still we can expect the price to tag, drop, turn to a more complex before we get the next move. All right, but the best thing is the price break this one and continuation is good for us. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.